Hey everybody, it's a practical effects day here at Toy Photography at Hangar Bay 23. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Toy Photography here at Hangar Bay 23. When we left off yesterday, we had just finished doing the dark coats and the dry brushing and everything on barbecue here. So that sets us up for today's episode of the smoke bomb versus smoke machines, and we'll see how all that goes. So hopefully real fun episode, and very little intro, so let's get out to the yard and start taking some pictures and walking through everything. So first up, we're going to be using this Showtime smoke bomb here. We're going to be using colored smoke for the smoke bombs and be using white smoke for the smoke machine. On the video, it's going to be obvious which one's which. The smoke bombs are going to produce a ton more smoke throughout the process. But then when we do the pictures and everything, I want it to be kind of evident in the pictures on which one's a smoke bomb, which one's a smoke machine. So we'll be using colored smoke for the we'll be using colored smoke for the smoke bombs for the photo shoot. We've got barbecue all set up here on our standard household set. I'll be doing the standard shoot down from below my background angle here, so it'll be the greenery set up in the background, some burn trees with their little floor stand set up there in the dirt, which basically is the shot we're going for. The smoke bomb, I'm going to try to position just behind the charred wood behind us, and smoke will be popping up from there. The wind is blowing from the trees to us, so it should carry the smoke through the picture. We're set up, ready to go. We do have some wind coming from us, like a little bit stronger wind than what I'd like. So we're going to give that just a second to dissipate. You can see the clamp in the background. That is holding our purple smoke back there. When we do some shooting, we're going to try to crop everything, kind of shoot off of something like that. And that's going to be what we're going for today. So wind's dying down, so let's light some smoke. Apparently not using purple smoke today, but that's okay, we're using red. And immediately you can see that the smoke's going to drift over in our direction. So we'll get some shots here off of this and go from there. So one of the things about the smoke is you get the immediate burst, but then it's gone, or the smoke bombs rather. Just the volume is not really there. So you only get just a couple of quick shots to work with there off of it. So that really wasn't the shot that I had in mind, but that will work for what we're doing today for our compare and contrast. So now we're gonna go get the smoke machine set up and do some off of that. Same basic concept, barbecue's there. The smoke bombs that we were using on the back and moved out of the way. Our mini fog machine. I've used this twice. I've had it for 2 years now. Used it once in season 1, once season 2. Neither one of those made it into the production, but this has been the third year I've owned this, and yeah, so third time I've tried to use it, and it's just not happening for us today. But the fog machine would have been pushing smoke out from our left to our right. And then with the wind blowing from behind us, it should have come from behind to the front. And that's how the shot would have worked. Yeah, but it's not going to do it today. So thing to consider with the fog machine though, again, we'll talk about it when we get back into the workshop, but your power runs. This one I had to stretch a cord all the way back into the house to get it back out here to where we are, where I'm shooting on the side yard. Yeah, so one of those things. With that, we're going to wrap up out here. I'll clean up all my mess, and I'll see y'all back in the workshop. Okay, so let's wrap everything up. First, you can tell I've changed from the shirt and stuff I was wearing outside when we were doing the smoke bomb, because that is one of the biggest drawbacks to the smoke bombs is you're going to get a pretty decent sulfur smell and just whatever the chemicals and stuff like that that they use inside the smoke bomb. Yeah, you're going to end up odorous, we'll say, from using them. But smoke bombs come in a variety of sizes, shapes, colors. The potential there is, I was going to say limitless, but there are lots of limits. So vast quantity of smoke immediately, but it goes away. It dissipates really, really quick too. So you got to be fast working with the smoke bombs. Another thing, we can only use them outside in a well-vented area, and that means that we're really having to contend with all the elements. So having to measure the wind, watch the wind, figure out your wind directions, set up your shot according to that. That just adds another layer of difficulty that it's going to result in some cool shots when it works, but it also adds another layer of stress to trying to make some shots with the effects. The smoke machine, as we saw, it's a machine. Machines break. Ours broke today, so we didn't get to demonstrate what it looks like whenever it's putting forth the smoke. The good thing about the smoke machine, and I'll throw up some pictures from a couple of my smoke machine photo shoots now, so you can have something to look, at least see what the smoke machine is going to give us. Good thing about the smoke machine is when it's working, when it works, it's a more controlled environment. We don't get just a ton of smoke dumping out all at once. The quantity of smoke is much more with the smoke machine. It's going to run. Some will run continuously. The smaller one that I have when it works, it'll give us like a 30-second spurt of smoke, and then reset. There'll be about a minute break, and then another 30 seconds of smoke. It's designed for a smaller area. Especially that it's designed for a smaller area. The smoke chemical is a safe, non-toxic chemical. If I wanted to set it up here in the workshop and do smoke inside here, the only thing that I'd really have to worry about is the residual effect of that oil and what it is available and what it's going to land on here in the room. It is designed for like haunted houses and stuff like that. That's why you can find these machines at the spirit Halloween stores and stuff all over the communities and everything. So they're readily available. Again, downside of the smoke bombs, they're not readily available unless you live in a, say, state where fireworks are readily available. You may only be able to get smoke bombs once or twice a year, depending on the holidays. I travel to Tennessee quite frequently, so there's some great places there on I-40 and I-75 as I travel down through the east and southeast side of the state, where there's some fireworks superstores, and I stock up whenever I'm there in the area. I live in a part of the country where fireworks it's a not so friendly community for fireworks, but I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so it's not that big a deal. But unless I stock up when I'm in a fireworks friendly location, I don't have the supplies to use whenever I want to use them. Not true with the smoke machine. You can go on Amazon and purchase the machine, purchase the oil and anything like that, and you have the practical effects to your heart's content. So with that, other than the fact that, again, it is a machine and it did break on us, that I have to say the advantage for this is the smoke machine. Just because it's easier to get, easier to use, and you don't have to worry about the legal ramifications of what you can and can't have with it. You know, it's there for you. And so we'll get this one up and running, or I'll buy another one here in the very near future, and we'll take the camera out and we'll shoot some real smoke machine shots with it. But until then, I guess if you want to see that, if you haven't already done so, please remember to like, subscribe, and all that happy stuff with the page, or with the channel here, for pictures on what we want to do, our Facebook page and their Instagram. everything across the board at Hangar Bay 23. Would love to share the work that we're doing here, my hobby, with all of y'all as we make new toy pictures. So until the next time, again, please like, subscribe, and I look forward to sharing more toy pictures with you here in the near future. Be safe, and we'll see you again soon.